a woman stumbled upon a peculiar creature near her house. In dire straits and utterly unidentifiable, the mystery deepened when DNA analysis revealed its true nature, leaving everyone astonished. Christina F., age 28, lived alone in Pennsylvania. At the time of this story, her unusual joyous demeanor had faded, replaced by heartbreak and sorrow. For 2 years, she'd been in a relationship that seemed destined for bliss. Dave, her beloved boyfriend, was her perfect match, never once causing her to question his love. Then, just weeks before discovering the strange creature outside her home, Christina awoke to find that Dave had blocked her on all social media and even her phone. In all honesty, we tried reaching out to him, but it was futile, Christina expressed during an interview. Later that day, a more startling revelation occurred. Christina's closest friend, Sarah, sent her a photo that filled her with regret, forever confiding in Dave. It depicted Dave's wedding, which had taken place the weekend before, leaving Christina stunned. "It's just surreal. We were so good together. He was always there, and then he disappeared without a word," she recounted during the interview. Following the incident, Christina withdrew into herself, a mere shadow of her former vibrant self. She retreated indoors, spending hours seated on her bed, lost in melancholic melodies. Unbeknownst to her, fame awaited, with her image set to grace the front pages of numerous news outlets, all thanks to the enigmatic creature discovered outside her home. The day she stumbled upon the creature, Christina awoke with a renewed sense of vigor and joy, despite tears staining her pillow the night prior. Determined to forge ahead and cease dwelling on the past, she resolved to emulate Dave's ability to move on. After all, if he could find happiness elsewhere, why should she wallow in sadness and pretend her life had come to a standstill? "Time to shake things up and enjoy myself," Christina encouraged herself. With resolve, she raised the blinds, donned her headphones, and embarked on a leisurely stroll through the neighborhood. Little did she anticipate the startling encounter awaiting her. Upon opening her front door, an unfamiliar noise caught Christina's attention, followed by a swift movement. A creature darted towards her balcony, evidently having rested on her porch overnight. "What on earth?" Christina pondered aloud. "I barely glimpsed the creature, but it looked unlike anything I'd ever seen. I must admit, it's a tad unnerving." Setting aside her apprehensions and recognizing the creature's evident distress, Christina ventured onto the balcony. "Hello? Are you nearby? Where are you?" she called out upon arrival, scanning the area for any signs of the creature. "I'm here to assist," she assured, her voice echoing. This time, faint whimpering drew her attention from behind. Turning around, Christina spotted the peculiar creature concealed near a pile of wood. Despite her lingering unease regarding its identity, she resolved to approach, driven by her determination to lend a hand. "Here you are. You're not looking too good. Can I lend a hand?" Christina offered sympathetically. However, the distressed animal flinched away, clearly unaccustomed to human proximity. Examining the creature from a distance, Christina attempted to discern its species. Afflicted by mange, the nearly bald animal bore oozing wounds, its delicate skin recoiling upon her touch. Despite its discomfort and evident hunger, the creature exhibited no aggression, leading Christina to conclude it was simply an unfortunate canine in need of assistance. Though uncertain, my instincts told me it was a dog, albeit an unusual one. Still, I decided to seek a second opinion, Christina recounted, setting aside her doubts regarding the creature's species. Extending her hands towards the animal, Christina beckoned it to follow. Clearly suffering and agitated, it incessantly scratched at its irritated skin. I couldn't bear to see it in such distress. It appeared frail and shivering. All I could think of was bringing it indoors to provide warmth, Christina expressed empathetically. "It's time to come inside. Let's get you some food and warmth," Christina reassured the animal, gently stroking its neck. At that moment, the creature felt a sense of belonging and care. Knowing it was in good hands with Christina, it rose and followed her quietly as she led into her home. As they reached the doorstep, the animal hesitated, seemingly unsure about entering. Christina empathized with its uncertainty and recognized the need for patience. "Don't worry, you're safe here," Christina assured, encouraging the animal to enter, and it complied. The peculiar creature remained huddled in a corner, silently watching Christina's actions. Shortly after arriving home, Christina offered the animal some warm food, and it eagerly devoured every bit. At first, it seemed a bit shy, eating slowly, but once I stepped away and peeked from a corner, it began to gobble everything up. It was quite amusing, so I chuckled from my hiding spot. That's when it glanced up and spotted me, but it didn't pause its feast. It just kept eating eagerly, Christina recounted. Once the creature had eaten its fill, Christina tucked it in a cozy blanket, watching it as it drifted off to sleep almost instantly. For a brief moment, Christina gazed at the unfamiliar animal, already feeling a deep affection for it just after a few moments. She truly cared for this vulnerable being. However, despite her desire to keep it by her side, she knew it belonged in the care of a proper rescue center where it could receive the attention it needed. Moreover, Christina's curiosity about its species urged her to take action. With resolve, Christina dialed Wildlife Works, an animal rescue organization. Within an hour, they arrived at her doorstep, and their astonishment was evident when they laid eyes on the creature. Upon seeing the animal, I was utterly astonished. "That's no dog, definitely not a dog," declared Morgan Barron, a wildlife rehabilitator from Wildlife Works. I informed Christina, which she responded, "I don't care what it is. I would have taken it in regardless. Animals need our help." At the animal center, the dedicated staff provided the creature with warmth, nourishing meals, and treatments for its mange and secondary infections. Meanwhile, experts were called in to conduct genetic testing. While awaiting the results, the staff continued to care for the animal. Christina made frequent visits to the rescue center to check on the unusual creature. Each time she appeared, it ceased its relentlessness and began to frolic in its enclosure, undoubtedly recognizing its rescuer. As the days passed, the staff at the rescue center observed additional behaviors from the creature that cast doubt on its canine classification. These intriguing signs only fueled their curiosity, heightening their eagerness to uncover the truth through the impending DNA test results. Then, on a particular morning, approximately 1 week following the animal's arrival at the rescue center, an alarming incident unfolded. Morgan, arriving at the facility, was met with a scene of utter chaos. The once orderly room now lay in shambles, the creature's cage reduced to wreckage. Evidence of a daring escape was unmistakable. The creature had somehow managed to pry open a window, tearing through the screen in its bid for freedom. The shelter, recounting the incident online, penned a message of incredulity. Despite displaying no signs of aggression or distress, and with no prior attempts to break free, we were utterly blindsided by this unforeseen turn of events. Upon receiving news of the escape, Christina was overcome with emotion. She hurried to the rescue center, her heart pounding with anxiety as she frantically searched for any trace of the missing creature. But her efforts proved futile. Devastated, she turned to the staff for answers, her anguish palpable. In a gentle attempt to console her, they revealed that the animal had exhibited lively behavior the night before its disappearance, darting about its enclosure with newfound energy. This revelation led them to speculate that the creature's departure was likely prompted by a sense of improved well-being. "I believe it's fortunate that the animal received necessary treatment prior to its escape," remarked Christina. As for the creature species, did Christina and the staff finally uncover the truth? Indeed, they did. Several days following the escape, experts delivered the DNA test results, confirming the suspicions of the staff. The enigmatic creature was not a dog, but rather a coyote. Upon learning of the animal's true identity, Christina exclaimed, "Oh my goodness, did I unknowingly welcome a coyote into my home? Would I do it again if the situation arose? Absolutely, 1,000,000 times over." Such compassion. Despite the bittersweet feelings of the animal's premature departure, there was solace in knowing it had been embraced by caring individuals during its time with them. Reflecting on the coyote's return to the wilderness and its rightful domain, Christina shared that the experience taught her the importance of letting go of the past and embracing the future. If you were in Christina's position, what would you have done? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments below. And thank you for watching. And until next time, goodbye.